Alright, this should be a really good video. On June 27th, 2026, rain showers and thunderstorms were passing over portions of central and east central Illinois. In the early afternoon, the National Weather Service noted that atmospheric conditions favoring the possible formation of weak circulations along a pre-existing boundary would be, something that would bring the potential to produce a funnel cloud. We commonly refer to these as cold air funnels out here in the Midwest and really across the entirety of the country, but I mean in the Midwest they're the most common. So I went out to do some localized chasing, and I was thinking maybe if we get lucky we see a cold air funnel. There were a lot of storms further to the south that I wanted to chase. I thought that they would bring some more lightning and, some flash flooding and some cool stuff in case I didn't see a cold air funnel. But unfortunately, didn't have the time to go out and chase those that day, so I was localized to a, closer region to home. But I think that that was for the best, and in this video, I'm going to bring you down the adventure as to what went down on this day for my chasing. But before we do, make sure to click those like and subscribe buttons down below. We do weather-related content all the time. We do forecast, storm chasing videos, live coverage, and more. We also have a second channel called Davis Does Games where we do a lot of gaming content, so if you're interested in that, make sure to go check that out, and let's get right into it. Now this setup was actually pretty interesting. It was a low cape, high shear environment, which is not typical necessarily for, southern Illinois in the summer. We had a marginal risk of severe weather encompassing pretty much the entirety of the southern half of the state. And then you go into, the far southeast corner of the state and then maybe into, extreme southwestern portions of Indiana there. You had that little 2 out of 5 slight risk level highlighted there in the yellow shaded region. The main threat appeared to be damaging winds and hail. There was no tornado probability highlighted for any portion of Illinois or Indiana on this day. And again, as mentioned in the start of the video, I wanted to kind of chase these storms down here in far southern Illinois. I figured that they would have the greatest chance to bring us some cool footage. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, so we were localized more to, east central Illinois, kind of up here further north. So again, one more time, here's that batch of storms in southern Illinois that I wanted to chase, but fortunately couldn't get out there in time. And again, I say fortunately because what ended up happening was much more exciting. I saw these little storms firing out here, again, just kind of in east central Illinois, and I was thinking, why not, maybe we'll see a cold air funnel or something. And we got extremely lucky here because we had a little supercell that kind of developed here just south of the Martinsville area. And this storm underwent a couple of storm mergers further off to the west there, just south of Casey. And whenever this storm underwent these mergers, it very, very briefly enhanced the rotation associated with the hook echo here in this supercell just northeast of Hazeldale, and this was the time to shine. Here is the footage from that storm and my funnel cloud intercept.
Look at that! Dude, look! Funnel replacement! Look at that! Look at how fast it's rotating! It's coming down! Let's go! Praise Jesus Christ! Praise the Lord!
Can we get much higher? So high.
Dude!
Can we get much
Look at that!
so
No way!
Can we get much higher? So
Let's go!
can we get much higher?
Let's go!
Can we get much higher?
just kids, no parents. Then the sky filled with herons. Saw the devil in the Chrysler, the Baron. And the hell wouldn't spare us. And the fires did declare us. But after that, took pills, kissed and errors. And woke up back in Paris.
Can we get much higher? So can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So high. Can we get much higher? So
And that was pretty much it for the life cycle of the funnel cloud. Definitely not a cold air funnel. This was a traditional supercell rotating, dropping a funnel down from the sky, and nearly planting a tornado. Now, I don't think this was a tornado. I don't think it ever made ground contact, but I've had multiple friends, suggest that it likely did, and I just didn't catch it on camera. There's no, confirmation from damage surveys from the NWS, and we don't really have any reason to believe that this definitely was a confirmed tornado. But I don't think it's impossible. So, I mean, that's something. I've stopped doing as many chasing videos because it kind of becomes the same thing over and over again, and you know what to expect. But this one was way different and way more, entertaining, at least I thought. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check out other videos. Peace out. Have a lovely day.